What's good, everybody? I hope y'all are having a good day today. I got a video about these OakFruitLand disposable 1-gram pens. I got 2 of them here with me. I just picked these up yesterday on a 420 deal. I got 2 for, I think it was $58 and some change. I think that's pretty good for 2 1-gram live resin disposables, and these are live resin and diamonds, so it's not the liquid diamonds where it's cut with distillate or anything like that. This is 100% flash frozen cannabis, so the live resin with the diamonds put back in, the diamonds and terp sauce basically. So the 2 strains I got, this one is Wise Snake and this one is Pandora's Box. I got 2 indicas. I love my indicas. One thing about these though, this just like companies in note I wish would take in note, is I can't even tell you what pen this is just by looking at it, like what strain this is, since I got 2 of these disposables. I had to write for myself on the bottom. I don't know if you could see it, but it says WS, and then on the other one I put, if you can see it, PB, Pandora's Box. But I wish companies would start doing that, like just like put in, just the PB or the WS, stamp that onto your disposable or your cartridge, because I've got 2 of them. I'm not gonna know which one if I don't have them like listed and named. It's like when I buy turn pods. If I get 2 at a time and I put them in my case, I gotta like somehow figure out how to label them, because they're not like labeling like Tropicana Cherry and like this is Animal Mints. Like, it would just help a lot if brands could do that. But hey, whatever. But let's get to testing these out. I already smoked some of them. They're amazing, but I want to test them for y'all. I'm about to hit that Wise Snake. That Wise Snake is a cross between, it was red pop x guava runts. That one kind of just tastes like cherry, like earthy, but it's got like a cushy like gas back into it that's really nice. And these are both USB-C, which is nice because I hate having to get a bunch of cords, those old Android chargers. That sucks. And then it's got a ceramic coil inside, which is nice. I'd have to give these pens, like, for disposables, I'd probably have to give them like a 9 out of 10. They're just a little chunky. I mean, it is a 1-gram disposable, and it's better than most, to be honest. But hey, USB-C charger, ceramic coil, no distillate, 100% flash frozen live resin with the diamonds and terp sauce. No liquid diamond and distillate, none of that kind of crap, because I hate that shit. I don't smoke any distillate. I don't smoke any of that kind of stuff, because for a while, when I first started smoking, I was on the Stizzy. I was smoking 1-gram Stizzies, the distillate, and I was smoking the street carts from the plug. I was getting the 2-gram Muhas, the Aces, and all that distillate stuff. Honestly, you don't even know if it's even the distillate, because you're getting it from your plug, and you just really don't know what that could be because it's in a cartridge. So honestly, just like be safe with what you guys are smoking. I know it's hard out there. I know not everyone can get stuff from dispensaries, y'all gotta get from the plugs, but listen, if y'all are getting from the plugs, honestly, don't be buying the Muhas or the cartridges. If you're having doubts on what you're smoking, I would just be buying bud, because you can buy the bud, pull it apart, inspect it. No one's lacing bud. No one's doing that kind of stuff. The bud, at least you can analyze it, inspect it, see what you're smoking, rather than, with the pen, it could be whatever in here. And it sucks, but it's unfortunate. But if you want clean cartridges still, somewhere you could look would be, for example, like the Dopest shop. They've got HHC, stuff that can ship to all 50 states. I personally tried their concentrate and their bud, and I think those were great, but I haven't tried their carts personally. But from what I've heard, they're not great compared to, the dispensary stuff that you're able to buy, but it's going to be better than the stuff that you're buying from your plug, because you really just don't know what that can be, and that sucks ass, because, you want to be smoking on some good shit, and you just don't have it in your area. That sucks ass, bro. I know how it was, because that's how it was before I got my medical card. I would just hit up the plugs, or my friend's mom would go to the dispo for me, but I felt bad asking her to go all the time, because I'd run through carts in like 2 or 3 days, and like, hey, could you go to the dispensary for me? I felt so bad asking all the time. I just end up go buy something from the plug. But those days are behind me now, thankfully. I get to buy from dispensaries. I'm very lucky that I know what I'm talking about, and that I can educate other people on what they're smoking, and hopefully help you guys enjoy more. And if you just enjoy the content, please hit a follow, hit a like. This is actually my first, weed related content video. I'm just trying to try this out, because this is something I'd love to do. I'd love to make content for whoever's interested. Like, that's just my personal interest. But love whoever's watching this. Hope y'all are having a great day. That was that Pandora's box. The Pandora's box is a cross between LA Pop Rocks x Purple Push Pop. It's a crazy cross. When I saw that, I was like, I gotta pick me up one of these. But hey, they had 2 good strains that sounded interesting to me, so couldn't pass up those 420 deals yesterday. That Pandora's box, though, that's like, hits you with like a gassy, like sweet kind of candy flavor in the middle, but it's like somehow earthy, and it comes back to it. That's fucking crazy. It's so crazy how weed just tastes how it does. I just find that so crazy. But like, I'm not talking about none of the like added terp fucking shit, none of that shit. Like, that's not weed tasting how it should. That's getting the distillate and then just adding added terps to make it taste a certain way. That's some fucking bullshit, bro. But with this, with live resin, cured resin, rosin, you're getting the full like effects of the plant, rather than just the distillate. Because distillate sucks. If you do a little more research on Google, you can see why. But I could explain that in another video. If some of y'all are interested, drop a comment. But I think that's it for me today. Again, I had the OakFruitLand 1 gram disposables. I'd give these, like, out of everything I've smoked, probably like an 8, 9-ish. Anyways, y'all, have a good rest of your day. Peace out.